right now at 5.
In the coming weeks, I will be resigning as a member of the United States Senate.
A senator giving up his seat amid accusations of sexual misconduct.
I, of all people, am aware that there is some irony in the fact that I am leaving while a man who has bragged on tape about his history of sexual assault sits in the Oval Office.
Tonight, a parting shot as Al Franken resigns.
And Senator Franken announced that his resignation will happen in the coming weeks.
He made the speech in a chamber where no Republicans were present except for the chamber's presiding officer, Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan. CBS 4's Weijia Jiang is live tonight in Washington, D.C. for us with Franken's announcement and reaction to it. Weijia.
You know, Ruder Bay, Al Franken was still a rising star in the Democratic Party. His name was even mentioned as a potential presidential candidate in 2020. But his swift fall came after several more women came forward, even though today, during his speech, he said he knows in his heart he has not done anything as a senator to dishonor the institution. Senator Al Franken announced his resignation on the Senate floor.
In the coming weeks, I will be resigning as a member of the United States Senate.
The Minnesota Democrat was under intense pressure to step down, faced with a growing list of women accusing him of sexual misconduct. During his announcement, Franken pushed back against his accusers.
Some of the allegations against me are simply not true. Others I remember very differently.
He also used the moment to take a swipe at President Trump.
There is some irony in the fact that I am leaving while a man who has bragged on tape about his history of sexual assault sits in the Oval Office.
Franken says he had hoped to clear his name through an ethics investigation, but he now realizes he could not be an effective senator through that process. The tide turned against Franken when 35 of his Democratic colleagues called on him to step down.
We need to draw a line in the sand and say none of it is okay. None of it is acceptable, and we, as elected leaders, should absolutely be held to a higher standard.
Minnesota's Democratic governor will pick someone to fill Franken's seat until a special election next year. As for Franken, he says he's resigning but not giving up his voice. Oh, no official date has been set for Franken's departure, although it is expected by the end of the month, which gives whoever replaces him just a little bit of time to get ready. We're live on Capitol Hill. Rick and Ruder Bay, back to you.